What is up, guys? We are facing Venom Goblin on expert mode with Iceman. So the main scheme setup, we put the Skies Over New York permanent environment in play right here. Let's put a starting initial threat on the three main schemes. So we got 0 on Upper Manhattan, 1 on Lower Manhattan, and 2 on Midtown Manhattan with the active glider counter starting off on Midtown Manhattan. Venom Goblin comes in here with Steady and Toughness. And let's shuffle up the encounter deck. Venom Goblin has a 1 reviewed effect. He says to deal 2 phase out encounter cards to each player, so we get 2 to start this game off. And with Bobby Drake here says that we begin the game with 6 Frostbite upgrades set aside. That's going to be these 6 cards right here. Attached enemy gets -1 scheme and -1 attack, and has a force response after attached enemy activates or leaves play. We set this card aside. Let's set them all aside for now. And then let's shuffle up our player deck here. And we're going to draw up to our hand size here of 6. And let's see what we got. Okay, we got the Crowd Connect Perception. And I think not really anything else right here. Let's keep team building, and we're going to mulligan this card. Actually, let's mulligan discard these 5 cards and draw 5 more. Okay, the resource is good. Forge is good. What do we got? Ooh, okay. Can we? All right, this is a pretty good hand here. Let's flip over here to hero form. We're gonna use this as a double resource, so we can play our Crowd Connect Perception. It's a 2-cost Iceman upgrade. Iceman is going to attack Venom Goblin and trigger our freeze ability. As an interrupt, when Iceman makes a basic attack or basic defense against an enemy, we can set a set-aside copy of Frostbite to that enemy. We give this Venom Goblin, and then we're swinging for 2, which will knock off his tough status card. And then we can also trigger our Crowd Connect Perception as a hero response after you resolve your freeze ability, which we're doing right now. Exhaust this card and draw a card. If it has an ice rate, which it does, we can ready back up. Okay. I think we just... So we're going to use this as... Actually, should we... Let's swing for 2 at Venom Goblin again and trigger our freeze ability to give him another copy of Frostbite. And that'll be our first damage to this game, bringing him from 18 down to 16. Then we're going to use a double here, so we play Utopia. Utopia says if each of your allies has an X-Men trait, increase your ally limit by 1. So we now have 4 allies. We can also use this as 2 resources here, so we can play Forge and trigger Utopia's second effect. After an X-Men ally enters play, we exhaust Utopia to rev another X-Men character. And if Forge says when he enters play, search your deck and discard out for X-Men or X-Force support, add to your hand. Let's look through our deck here for X-Men support, which is going to be our Utopia. A 3-cost X-Men support, add to your hand, and we'll shuffle up our deck. All right. We're going to have Forge store for 1 from Lower Manhattan and clear that off. He'll take a consequential damage. Iceman's going to swing for 2 at Venom Goblin again, bring it from 16 down to 14, and trigger our freeze ability again. So he has 3 Frostbites on him now. And that is going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We're going to keep the extra in our hand and draw back up to hand size here of 5. Okay, we probably don't have any more resource here. Oh, 5, so that's it. So it's going to be a little bit more dicey now. Venom Goblin's turn, he's going to add 1 to each one of the 3 main schemes. This goes up to 3. These guys go up to 1 each. Then he is going to attack us here. We're going to defend and trigger our freeze ability. So we give him another Frostbite because it's an interrupt when we make a basic attack or basic defense. And then we can also trigger Crowd Connect Perception, exhaust this card when we trigger freeze, draw a card. If it has ice freaking ready, we don't get the ready there. So he's hitting us with a base of 3 -4 with the 4 Frostbites, and we're defending for 2. This will be his boost card. Boost effect is to place 1 threat on each main scheme without the glider counter. So these guys both go up 1. So Venom Goblin's going to do 0 damage to us. We defend it for 2. We set the Frostbites aside. He has a force response, claim throne. After he activates Genji, move the glider counter to scheme with the least threat, resolve with special. Do we... see if we play the X-Jet, or we can play the Power Belt. So we're going to move it to here, because they're both 2. We can pick which one. Let's put it on Lower Manhattan. Special is place 1 threat on each scheme. So these both go up to 3. This one goes up to 4. Then in counter phase, we've done encounter card for a total of 3 here. First one is a symbiotic thrall with guard. Then we got Joy right here with hinder 2 +2. It says when reviewed, move the Glider token to the main scheme with the most threat. Resolve that scheme special. It's going to go over here. Take 2 indirect and put them on Iceman. So we drop from 11 down to 9. Last encounter card is Incendiary Bombs attached to villain. Has 2 bomb counters after he attacks. Remove bomb counter and take 2 indirect. Okay. So I think if we play the X Jet, we can't play anything else. I kind of want to get X down here, but then we have to build a little bit. We might have to forgo the X Jet, go for the Power Belt, so we can chill out on the Joyride, and then clear it off. And then we can save X for next turn if we do that. All right, this would be 2 resources here. So we play our Power Belt. You get plus 3 hit points, so we go from 9 up to 12. And also so we can exhaust this as a hero resource to generate water resource for an ice card. Chill Out is an ice card, so this would be 1 resource, so we can play our Chill Out. Hero action, thwart, remove 3 there from the scheme. And it says I copy Frostbite to an enemy. Let's give Frostbite to Venom Goblin. And that's going to resolve the Chill Out. Forge with Thor for 1 to clear out the Joyride here. So we get rid of the hazard icon. And he'll get defeated. Take consequential damage. And then we're going to flip down here to Alter. Trigger Cool Off. Response when he changes form. Shuffle 1 ice card from discard pile into your deck for each copy of Frostbite in play. There's 1 Frostbite. So we get 1 ice card. Let's get a Chill Out here. And we can add this into our deck because it's an ice card. And then that's going to end our turn. Let's save Professor X in our hand here. Ready back up and then draw back up to your hands as a 6, drawing 5 more cards. 2, 3, 4, 1 more. Okay. So Venom Goblin's turn, he's going to add 1 to each one of the 3 main schemes. He's scheming on mid-top in hand because it's an active main scheme with a base of 2, -1 with the Frostbite. So just 1 base plus a boost of 3. So he's scheming for 4. 4 plus 9, or 4 plus 5 is going to be 9. Okay. Then it goes on a scheme with the least threat we can choose. Let's put on Lower Manhattan here. Such as to place 1 threat on each scheme. So this goes up to 5. Or 10, I mean. And then these both go from 4 up to 5. Okay. Then he also sets the Frostbite aside. Okay, this won't trigger unless he attacks, so this doesn't do anything. This guy's going to scheme for 1 on Lower Manhattan, so it goes up to 6 because it's an active main scheme. And then in counter card is a Symbiotic Berserker. He has quick strike if a symbiotic environment is played, but there is none in play anyways. All right. It's back to our turn here. We want to try to make a big turn. Let's see. If we play X, we can also play Beak. And then Iceman kind of has to scramble by himself here. Okay, that's fine. We have a lot of hit points here. Let's try to do something. We're going to flip over here, hero form. Iceman's going to swing for 2 at the Symbiotic Berserker. And we're going to trigger our freeze ability, so we give him a set-aside copy of Frostbite. That's going to trigger Croc Connect Perception. We exhaust his card and then draw a card. If it has an ice trait, it does. We can ready back up. Okay, that is pretty good. So we could swing for 2 at the Thrall. Or try to go for the knockout at the Berserker. Let's see, if we do X here, I think we actually use X to ready us up again. And then we play Beak. And then we can't play Cho'Down, unfortunately. We use Utopia to ready up X. Okay. Iceman's going to swing for 2 at the Symbiotic Brawl, trigger our freeze. Actually, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna trigger our freezers. We're just gonna knock him out. So 2 at the draw. Then we're going to oh wait, we take more damage from him. Okay, we're gonna trigger freeze actually. So we're gonna put the freeze on the draw and do 2 damage on him with our basic attack and a trigger hero ability. Next, we're gonna use this as 3 resources when paying for a basic card because the power novelist can be a double. So we can play Professor X. Whenever he enters play, choose one. We're gonna pick the one to ready up an X-Men character. Let's ready up Iceman. X is gonna Thor for 3 from here. Drop this down to 7. He'll take consequential damage. And Iceman will swing for another 2 at the Symbiote Berserker here. Then we're going to use this as 2 resources here, so we can play Beak. When Beak enters play from your hand, we can remove 1 threat from the scheme for each X-Men ally you control. We have 2 X-Men allies. So let's take 2 threat, take it off of Midtown Manhattan. Then we exhaust Utopia when an X-Men ally enters play to rep another X-Men character in Professor X. And X will Thor for 3 from Lower Manhattan. Drop us from 6 down to 3. He'll take a consequential damage. And then Beak is going to swing for 1, knock out the Symbiote Berserker. He'll take a consequential damage. And then we set the Frostbite aside. Alright, we're going to keep the chill out here. Let's end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we draw back up to your hands as a 5 here. Okay. Venom Goblin's turn. 1 threat to each scheme. He's going to attack us. Professor X blocks. He's hitting with a base of 4 plus a boost card here of 1. So 5 damage. Knocks out Professor X. He's going to trigger the incendiary bombs here after he attacks. We have to take 2 indirect. Let's put him on Iceman. So we drop from 12 down to 10. Then he's going to trigger Claim of Throne. Stays on here with the least threat. Specials to place 1 threat on each scheme. This guy's going to hit us here for 1 because of the Frostbite giving him -1 attack. We're going to take it, drop from 10 down to 9. And the Frostbite gets set aside. And we get an encounter card during the encounter phase. Festering Mass, a side scheme here with 5 threat, and while there are no other symbiote environments in play, this card is considered a symbiote environment. Okay, it's back to our turn here. Yeah, this is not good. I think we have to play Chilled Out. And then we can get out Angel. We won't be able to get out Team Building though, which is a little bit unfortunate. Oh wait, we might be able to try to do something. Okay. Iceman's gonna swing for 2 at the symbiotic draw. Trigger our freeze, so we can trigger Crowd Connect Perception. Draw a card. No Ice Ray, so we don't get it ready, but 2 damage would knock out the draw here. And we set the Frostbite aside again. Okay. So now, yeah, I really want to get rid of this. Darn, yeah, we gotta get rid of it, I think, which means, or if we Frozen Solid, then we don't have to get rid of it this turn. We Frozen Solid, play Angel. We can Frozen Solid him. Angel gets us a ready. But that only delays a little bit of the impossible. That's fine. Then we still do that. We're going to exhaust the power bug to generate a wild resource for an ice card. So it'd be 2 more resources for a total of 3. So we can play an ice card here, Frozen Solid. Hero form only, attached to enemy. When attached enemy would activate, we discard Frozen Solid instead and sets a copy of Frostbite to the enemy. Then we use this as 2 resources here, so we can play Angel. He says reduce the cost of play by 1 if your day has X-Men or mutant trait, which we do have. So it's only 2 costs, and we can play him here. We play when we exhaust Utopia to rev up another X-Men character in Iceman. And then, do we want to get any ice cards from a discard pop back to the deck? Maybe the Chilled Out here. Or the Ice Slide. Oh, we haven't gotten our Snow Clones yet. Okay. So, let's have Iceman swing for 2. Venom Goblin trigger freeze. So we do 2 damage on him. And we triggered freeze. So we give him a copy of Frostbite. Then Angel is going to... Do we leave the Festering Mass now? Kind of want to leave it. And then we just let this pop. Uh, How close am I? Yeah, we're not that close. We need, I mean, I don't know. Okay, let's try to do that. We're going to flip down into Alter Ego, trigger our cool off response. When we change this form, shuffle an ice card from this card pile into your deck. Let's get an Arctic attack here. That's an ice card and shuffle it into our deck. Actually, is there another? Okay, we have another Frozen Solid in our deck as well. Okay, let's shuffle up. And then let's have Angel swing for 2 at Venom Goblin. I'll bring from 12 down to 10. Angel will take a consequential damage. All right, it's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up, and we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got to get the team builder size out here. All right, so Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 to each scheme, but 2 on this one because of the acceleration. So this one with the active kind of goes up to 7. These both go up to 8 from 7. All right, he's going to scheme, but he's frozen solid, so the scheme activation does not go through. We discard it, give him a copy of Frostbite. In counter phase, we get a counter card, seen by Monstrosity with Retaliate, Steady, and Toughness. Okay, but he does not have guard, so we can just ignore him. And it's back to our turn. We for sure have to get down to team building. And then we can Arctic attack, Sunfire. Let's check our deck size here. We have 7 cards left in the deck. We could draw 1 Crowd Kinetic. Okay, let's exhaust your card by 4. That brings from 9 back up to 13. We're gonna flip over here to hero form. Oh, we need to get the ready here. Darn. Okay. This would be a resource here. So we play our team building exercise. To cost support, we exhaust team building exercise as a hero action. To play a card from hand that shares the trait with a hero, reduces cost by 1. Wield the X-Men trait. So I could go for Colossus here. Get the ready, and then get whatever card we draw to play Arctic Blast. Okay, so Colossus is only 3 costs with team building. His effects has reduced the cost of limit 1 if your Denny has a mutant extra trait, so he's going to be only 2 costs now. So this would be 2 resources here, so we can play Colossus. Colossus comes in with Toughness, and since he's an X-Men ally, when he enters play, we can exhaust Utopia to represent our X-Men character and Iceman. Iceman is going to... Let's swing for 2 at Venom Goblin. That'll bring it from 10 down to 8. We're going to trigger our Crowd Connect Perception here. We trigger our Freeze ability, so we're going to do that right now. Give him a copy of Frostbite, and then we can draw a card. Since it has an ice trait, we can actually ready back up. Okay, I think we go for a snow clone here actually instead of the Arctic attack. So let's exhaust the power by generating a raw resource for an ice card. This would be a second resource to play our snow clone. And we have 4 allies next to Utopia. Snow clone's going to swing for 2 at Venom Goblin. I'll bring it from 8 down to 6. He'll take a consequence, or he does not take consequential damage when attacking an enemy with Frostbite, so no consequential damage from him. Iceman's going to swing for 2. That'll bring from 6 down to 4. Trigger freeze, give him another Frostbite. Then, what's it they're looking like? Colossus will swing for 3 at Venom Goblin. That'll bring him from 4 down to 1. And then he'll lose his tough status card, taking consequential damage. Angel is going to thwart. Let's thwart for 1 from Lower Manhattan. He'll take a consequential damage. Alright, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 5. Should get the other Arctic attack. Oh, we got the Frozen Solid. So the last card is Arctic attack, actually. I believe. Let's check this here. Yeah, last card. No, wait a minute. We lost both archer attacks. What am I thinking? That means, is the last card a snow clone? Oh yeah, it's a snow clone. Okay, so we should be able to get the ready here with Crowd Connect Perception. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely the snow clone. Do we want to defend against Venom Goblin's attack here? I don't think we do. We want to make a push. And we frozen solid him. Hmm. Not sure what the plan is here. Okay, so Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 2 to here with the acceleration. He's going to add a 1 to these guys, so they both go up to 9. Alright, he's going to attack us here. We're going to take the attack to the face because he has -4 attack with the 4 frostbites. So he's hitting with a base of 0. -4. Yeah, let's just take it. So we set the frostbites aside, and then the boost here is going to be 0. So we actually take 0 damage from him. We trigger incendiary bombs. Move bomb counter with a take 2 indirect now. Let's put 1 on the snow. No, let's put both on Iceman. So we drop from 13 down to 11. And then we can discard the incendiary bombs now, no more bomb counters. And then claim the thrones and go on a scheme with the least threat, which stays on here. It says place 1 threat on each scheme. If a symbiote environment is in play, which there is one in play, place additional on this scheme. So this only gets 2, goes up to 10, and a 1 in each other scheme. So this also goes up to 10. This goes up to 6, and this also hits 10, so it actually gets taken over and becomes a symbiotic environment here. So when this card is a symbiote environment, the festering mass loses its symbiote environment trait. So there's only 1 in play, and if there's 2 symbiote environments in play, then we lose the game. So 1 more of the main scheme is flipped, and we lose. Then symbiote monstrosity is going to hit us here for 2. That'll bring us from 11 down to 9. We get an encounter guy here. Get any activation, then we lose. Got the remote navigation. Okay, that's actually not bad. If the advanced glider is not in play, we search the encounter and the script off for the advanced glider and put it into play. So from now on, when Venom Goblin activates once, he's going to activate 1 more time. Limit once per round per player. All right. So we're still on the edge of death here. Okay. I don't actually see a way out of this. We gotta flip him here. And then we flip down. Right? We're gonna deck out with the ice slide. You know what? Let's just see how much damage we got here. We're just gonna go for it. Okay. So we're gonna have Beak swing for 1 at Venom Goblin because this guy does not have guards, so we can ignore him. That'll bring him from 1 down 0 and flip him over to his 3rd and final stage here. He has 21 hit points. He has Retaliate, Stalwart, and Toughness. It says when reviewed, deal 3 face down encounter cards to each player, so we get 1, 2, 3 encounter cards. He's going to retaliate and defeat Beak. All right, then let's have Angel swing for 2. Knock off his tough stats card. He's going to retaliate and defeat Angel. Then we're going to have Iceman swing for 2 Venom Goblin. Trigger our freeze ability, so we give him a copy of Frostbite. 2 damage ring from 21 down to 19. He's going to retaliate his for 1. We drop from 9 down to 8. Then we trigger a Crowd Connect Perception. Since we triggered freeze, draw a card. It's an ice trait, so we can ready back up. But since we decked out, we get another face down encounter card here. And we shuffle our discard pile back into the deck. He has 19 life. I think that's way too much. Okay. We're going to swing for 2 again. I'll bring from 19 down to 17 and trigger freeze again. And then he's going to retaliate his for 1. We drop from 8 down to 7. Then, let's see. If we team building into an ice blast, Shark Girl can do Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. No, Shark Girl didn't take a retaliate from him. Yeah, if she takes retaliate, she gets knocked out. Yeah, I think if Shark Girl didn't take a retaliate, she can swing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and we could possibly pair her up with Utopia. No, I don't think that'll work anyways. That's fine. Uh, okay, so do we play the Ice Blast here? And do 3 Frostbite. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be so close, I think. Let's exhaust the power belt to generate a raw resource for an ice card. And then, or first we're gonna use team building, I mean. So exhaust team building is a hero actions play card from here, reducing cost by 1, like an ice blast, because it has an ice trait, so we share it with our hero. A power belt can generate a raw resource for an ice card, which would be the ice blast. And this would be a resource here, so we can play our ice blast. Hero action, choose a player, we choose ourselves. Attach a set copy of Frostbite to each enemy. Engage the player, including the villain. So 1 on him and 1 on the Chimeric. Monstrosity, do 3 damage to each enemy with Frostbite. So 3 on Venom Goblin brings from 7 down to 14. 3 on the Monstrosity knocks off his tough stats card. And that's not an attack, so we won't retaliate. That's going to resolve our Ice Blast here. Then, if we're going to use, oh yeah, we're short for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think we're short 1 damage. Could we have... Yeah, I think we're short 1 actually. Can we give him another Frostbite somehow? I don't think we can. We have no retaliate or anything. Okay. 2 resources here. So we can play Shark Girl. When Shark Girl enters play, we exhaust Utopia to ready up another X-Men character. We're going to ready up Iceman here. Iceman's going to swing for 2 at Venom Goblin. That'll bring him from 14 down to 12. We're going to trigger Frostbite or Freeze to give him another copy of Frostbite here. And he's going to retaliate hits for 1. We drop from 7 down to 6. Colossus swings for 3. That'll bring him from 12 down to 8. He'll take 2 consequent damage and retaliate, so he gets knocked out. Snow Clone's going to swing for 2. That'll bring Venom Goblin from 9 down to 7. He's going to take a retaliate, but he won't take consequent damage because of all the Frostbites in play. Shark Girl, when she's attacking an enemy, she gets +1 attack for each upgrade attached to enemy. So he has 4 upgrades here. So she's hitting for 6 because she has +4 attack. Is there some way that we could have gotten another upgrade on him? We could have... No, we did all of our attacks there. Yeah, that's it. So Shark Girl is going to swing here for 6 at Venom Goblin. I'll bring it from 7 down to 1. He's got 1 life left. He's going to retaliate, and then she'll take consequent damage, and she gets knocked out. And the only card we have left in her hand here is a Snow Clone, which is not going to be enough. Yeah, that's going to end our turn here. Yeah, super duper close. Let's ready back up. And then we're going to draw back up to our hand size of 5. And I mean, we're just going to lose whenever threat gets added on the main scheme. So I'll draw back up to 5 here. We had an Arctic attack or something instead of the ice blast. Okay, so we're gonna end our turn. Venom Goblin's turn. He's going to add 2 to here because of the acceleration, and then 1 to here. And since this hits 12 threat, it gets taken over and becomes a symbiote environment. So it's gonna flip over here, and now there's 2 symbiote environments in play. The players lose the game, and that was a super duper close game of Venom Goblin on expert mode. We had him down to the last hit point here with Shark Girl's crazy bonuses there. I think, where was I missing damage? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We could have gotten 1 more upgrade on him to get 1 more attack from Shark Girl, or if it's just the toughness that he got when he flipped over, we had another instance of damage somewhere, like being another ally. But yeah, super close game. We didn't make it, and Iceman does fall to Venom Goblin.